my shelter. You guys did it before you guys kind of dug it, so I'm back here waiting BFE. I'm about to set up my shelter for my. I'm gonna have one night. I'm gonna stay out here today and tomorrow. I'll be out there by tomorrow night, but I set my shelter up for one night at least. Beautiful day. I don't remember how I set it up last time. Here. try something new. It'll do. It will do. What's up, everybody? I'll done put my shoulder up. No, my mom didn't kick me out. I come out camping usually once or twice a week. Damn. Every time I set up a shelter, somewhere I set it up before, it never goes up the same. Actually, this one looks a little bit better. I got to tie down the very back, but I'm not really worried about it. I got to take wood in here, so I'll let that untied until I get all done with my wood. Got to grab my cot and set my cot up still. I hit that bitch in the bushes. There ain't nobody coming back here to get me beat. I'm way too far back. Probably farther back than what I really need. But I'd rather feel comfortable than having to worry about looking over my shoulder. I was thinking about doing a 2-day trip. It's like, man, that's an exhausting adventure. I ain't gonna lie. I was worn the fuck out last time I got back. I think it took like 5 breaks when I left here carrying all my shit back. It's like, damn, walked for 5-10 minutes, 15 minutes, put my shit down. I got a nice little segment of me coming like on my way over here, little stops and shit I made. Everything's starting to grow back in. It's nice. I should still be able to camp back there as long as I don't set off an alarm or something, because once some weeds grow in, you ain't gonna be able to come back here. Like, and I'm not making trails like I did last year. Like, I don't care if somebody sees them. Fuck that. I'm gonna be careful about what I step on and break. And the harder it is for me to get to my spot, it's even harder for somebody that's never been out here. I thought the creek was gonna be too deep. I brought my river shoes because I didn't want to get my boots wet. And then I'm on my way over here and walking through the swamp. Dude, I stepped on this little patch underneath the log. It swallowed my foot up to my ankle in mud. Oh, you took your boot out here. Like, that's nice. Good morning. Thank you. Oh, string tied on the back. Get my cold stuff out of the sun. Damn it, bag gets heavier and heavier every time I come out here. Hell yeah, I brought my like river shoes / house shoes. I'm gonna take my hot ass boots off later and I'll be able to kick back with it. Those would be nice. Yeah, if you go still there, what's up? Too Cool, Hank, Grandy, and Praxis. And we all see the ID sheet, Mr. Deeg, Mr. Sheet. It's a nice day. Shit, you got to go metal detecting. I tried calling my stepdad, that day when we talked. I got off the phone, or after we were done texting shit, I called my stepdad. He didn't answer. I don't know what his fucking deal is. I know the last time I called him, trying to just want to know where my mom was, because her phone was off. It was weird. I called 4 or 5 times and he wouldn't answer, and he calls me back. He's like, the first thing he says is, I didn't sell that car yet. It's like, dude, I'm not bugging you about money. That's not what I'm fucking asking you about. It's like, ask him if is my mom all right? I can't get a hold of her. And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's like, yeah, so if he's being an asshole because he thinks I'm mad at him because he didn't sell the car. I told him, I said, I don't believe shit until money's in my hand. It's nothing personal. It's the way it is nowadays. Everybody can tell you, something until they're blue in the face, but that don't mean they're going to keep their word. Shit happens. I'll get a hold of him. It pisses me off, because if it was an emergency, what am I supposed to do? I know he keeps his cell phone right next to him, and he doesn't text. You can't text him. That's like my mom. It gets on my nerves. People can't fucking text. It's like, it's pretty goddamn easy. As long as you can type, you can text. My grandma's 91 years old, bro, and she'd be texting me. 91. I know that's going to be the next death I'm going to have to deal with, is her. We all were talking about how frail she looks. Dude, she looks like a skeleton. She's always looked small like that, but she's always active. She's always keeping busy doing shit. Like, she's still driving and everything. I've been kind of lucky with my family. We don't like die early. My grandpa was the last person that passed away. That was rough, man. When my grandpa had a stroke, I didn't understand what strokes were. I thought they were like a heart attack, but no, it doesn't affect your heart. It affects your brain. You walk in. I was going fishing over there like every 2-3 days out of the week. I was going over there because I had a little boat I could take out and a little trolling motor I'd put on the back and just go fishing all day. Fuck it, I get off work, rush over there, load all my shit in the boat, and I was gone. It's like, because some family members, man, they lose them like in their 50s and late 40s, and that shit scares me. It's like, it's have time. Yeah, I need to pack another bowl. Need to pack another bowl. Man, I'm pissed at my fucking mom. She sat there. I was asking her if she'd get some carts because she'll grab me a couple of carts, here and there. She's like, "Oh, my dude's out of town for about 6 or 7 more days. He left on Tuesday and he's gonna be gone for like 9 days." I'm like, "Well, that's cool." She goes, "Well, I got this cart here at the house. It's a wedding cake. You might want it. It's like maybe 3/4 of the way full." And I'm like, "All right, it's probably the same brand as what she's normally was giving me." And some brand called Sweet, not Sweet Carts, just Sweet. I hit it like once on my pen, and it's like, it tasted all right. It's like, that's all I did is hit it once. I get downtown and I start hitting it a few times. The fucking shit tastes terrible. And then it wasn't hitting right. So I sit there and I take it out, and it's unscrewing in a weird way. Dude, it unscrewed the top of my battery along with the cart and just destroyed it. And it's like, that's my one pen. Okay, I'm like, this is fucked up. I was like thinking, well, maybe they break over time. It's like, I understand that shit. Kind of put it back together, and won't work. So I'm pissed. I go and grab my only other pen that I have, and I screw this card on there, and I go to hit it, and all of a sudden I hear sizzling and a pop, and the fucking thing shorted out the fucking other battery I had that was probably not vaping the oil enough, and it seeped down in and made contact, and it arced. But dude, that's fucking 2 fucking pens off this dumbass cart. I've Googled that cart and I can't find no carts called Sweet. So she probably got it at some fucking CBD fucking Delta 8 bullshit she didn't like and pawn that nasty motherfucker on me. It's like, it's ruined 2 of my pens. Tastes like shit. Didn't get me fucking high. I hate that shit. Yeah, at least I got some decent weed. Lost my tobacco pipe the last time I was out here. I kept falling asleep with shit in my hand, and I jerked like I do. It's like, I don't know, like catching myself falling asleep. And I jerked one time, and the fucker went flying out of my hand. And I looked around everywhere. I could not find my tobacco pipe. I looked everywhere. It's white or silver chrome, so I figured it'd be easy to find. Oh, great. I got splinters in my finger. Damn. I'm glad I breed tweezers out here. Everything's out to kill me. I swear to God, if it ain't got spikes on it, it's got deadly insects. I got to watch out for rattlesnakes, and I got to watch out for king cobras. We got cobras here in Ohio. We got pythons and all kinds of shit. They just swallow you whole. We got some vicious animals here in Ohio, yo. I've never really even been fucked with, except the deer. There was one night there was growling. It was coming to my left, and I didn't know what the fuck it was, but it might have been a stray dog because coyotes yip. And I've heard that out here, yipping and shit. You'll hear one, and you hear 2, 3, or 4, and they'll just like go crazy, and all of a sudden it just kind of dies off and it gets quiet. I don't think there's any wolves here in Ohio. But the biggest thing I have to worry about getting attacked out here by is mosquitoes and fucking ticks. I ain't found no ticks today. Not yet. Damn, I'm muddy as fuck already. God damn. Ooh. But yeah, I'll be going live later. Make me some barbecue chicken. Oh, fucking. I've been waiting the last 2-3 days wanting to eat that goddamn chicken. Yeah, it's a beautiful fucking day out. It's supposed to get like 60 degrees, and then tonight it's only supposed to get down to like 58, so it's not even going to be that big of a temperature difference throughout the whole night. Gotta set my cot up, blow up my air mattress, and I gotta start getting some dumbass wood. I'm not getting as much as wood as I've been getting because that's ridiculous. I end up with too much extra. Last time I sat here all the way till I think it was like 8 o'clock. It was like 8 o'clock. I finally went up there to catch the bus, and I'm on my way home. And I look at the clock. I'm like, "Holy snap, man! If I would have waited another hour, I would have been stranded out here because the buses last time they depart downtown is 8:45. So I got on the last bus, went downtown, took it home, and that was it. If I would have missed that, I would have call somebody and beg them to come pick me up. Be out here for a third night. It's weird. The whole time I've been coming out here, I didn't have issues with ticks. It's just this year for some reason. I don't think I've been bit yet. So I definitely have seen them on my clothes because they're like red. They crawl all slow and shit. And then if you try to get them, they like grab on real hard. They're just flatten themselves out and make it almost impossible to grab them. It's weird because they kind of look like bed bugs. When I lived at that one house and shit, they had them. I swear to God, they look almost identical. But the ticks are different. I think they move slower and they. I don't think bed bugs gorge themselves like a tick does. Because ticks, we had a dog one time and went outside. He came in and I was petting it. And I felt a bump. And I swear to God, it looked like a big pumpkin seed. I was like, how do you get pumpkin seed in your fur? And I'm like, we didn't have no damn pumpkins. I'm like, so I'm fucking with it and it won't come off. And finally I got it off and this tick was fat. I should have killed it. I think I did kill it. I was going to say, because that thing was eating on that dog for a minute. These dogs are getting sick with shit from getting bit by ticks. When I went to see my doctor, she asked me if I had any issues with ticks out here where I'm camping. I said, I've seen some this year. And she's like, started talking about getting shots and all this other shit that they carry. It's like, man, I forget what she's talking about. It wasn't. I always thought that you had Lyme disease. That's what I always thought, unless that was a myth. They carried Lyme disease. But that's not what she asked me about getting bit and what I could have had. Something else. I don't know. Yeah, they're a little bit of a pain in the ass this year for sure. They might taper off towards the middle or when it starts getting really hot out here. Should have used that one pipe you gave me. My bitch is that stem that fucking broke off. So I made a little short dog. I had another brass pipe like the new one I got. This is my old weed pipe. I started using that to smoke tobacco. It was leaking resin so bad. I had to clean the fucking pipe 2-3 times a day, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'll just go back to using that one tobacco pipe you gave me. Fuck them North Star ticks. I'm good with that shit. Wonder what the difference is and how they look. It's probably like a foot long and shit. Put a little leash on it and walking around. Here, tick, tick, tick. Come on, boy. We're gonna find you some supper. Seen 2 big ass deer when I was on my way back here. It always sucks because I just look up and see them hop away, and it's like it's hard to catch them. Like if you're walking around trying to catch a deer, it's kind of hard to catch them like that. Usually they hop away or something once they see me or hear me. Yeah, my ex, she was like, maybe them signs are just before behind Save-A-Lot. Maybe it is. Maybe they were just going to develop that little spot there. Then when I go in behind Idalos, it doesn't trigger shit. But see, it was weird the last time when I stayed here for 2 nights, I went when I took the shortcut to go get that bag of ice, I was coming back. It was like I was within a minute or two. I started hearing voices, but it sounded like a guy and his kid. So they must have been walking around back there somewhere. It was kind of by where I had came back in at. But I was thinking like, oh, I hope they didn't see me and they're trying to find me and they're walking around looking for my ass. So I just kind of stayed there for a minute in the cut. I was down this little ravine area where there's a creek, so I just sat there for a minute and I heard them walk away, but they didn't trigger no alarm. That's got to be what I heard that night. That alarm going off a few times, and even the next day. That's what I mean. I've camped out here for since fuck almost 2 years. I think April this month is makes 2 years. I think the first time I came out here was in April, and it wasn't last April. So I'm at my 2 year anniversary of coming out to this place and still finding spots to camp. I walked way to the back. I got video of it. It looks beautiful back there. It was like flat land. It was nice and grassy, but it was all fucking muddy. So that's where it must flood back here in the back. Because I didn't know if I kept walking. I know I'll end up at the creek or the river, but I didn't know how far I got to walk to get to the river. I was hoping to find that magical spot where I could just leave my shit there like I used to in that one spot I had in the winter. That was nice, man. Coming out here, my shelter already made all my shit in my shelter. Nobody really fucked with it until the end. Then after that, man, it just changed things. I quit leaving stuff out here. The only thing I leave out here is that cot. And the reason why I leave that is because I found it out here. If I lose it, I'm not going to cry, but if I can't come back here, I would like to get it and keep it at least. Works perfect with that air mattress I got. The air mattress hasn't sprung a leak. Oh, man, I shouldn't even have said that. I guarantee tonight that fucker's going to leak. Just because I said I was happy it hadn't leaked. Oh, the air mattresses drive me crazy. They always fucking want to. Yeah, I've walked around when I seen that first sign. I walked in the woods. I was just looking to see if I seen anything else. Like seen those two other signs, the backs of them. I was like, oh, that's got to be more of those same signs. But I didn't trigger nothing. But I didn't go way back in that direction. I just walked back far enough. Like, damn, that's fucked up. But I keep walking, looking eye height out here, just looking for something. If I find one of them trail cams, I'm gonna walk up to it, my face all big, like I'll fucking moon it. Do something fucking crazy. I was gonna bring out some peanut butter, but I did stuff to it. That shit cracked me up when I seen that. Peanut butter man. Yeah, saying that I sent that same thing to my ex, that thing about the peanut butter. So she didn't respond. She might have got mad because of she works with those type of people. But I'll never ever take anybody's peanut butter if I ever had to break into somebody's house. Even if it was the end of the world, I wouldn't touch nobody's peanut butter. I'd be afraid somebody did stuff to it. There ain't oil on top of that peanut butter. Somebody watching this, they don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're like, what the hell? He did shit to peanut butter. This guy's fucking crazy. Reminds me like Doofy in the vacuum cleaner from Scary Movie. I told you not to bother me when I'm vacuuming. The Scary Movies were funny as fuck, man. The first few, I think it was like the first three, and then like part 4 and part 5 sucked. But now there's a new one, and they got all the original cast. Yeah, Apple Pies were cool too. It was like the first few of those. I watched them, and I fucking thought they were cool. That dude kept drinking beer with cum in it. That was fucked up. Every movie he ended up doing that for the first 2 or 3 movies. That'd be so fucked up if you were at a party and drank that, and you knew what you just drank. I didn't. Oh my god, I'd feel like I'd have to see a counselor afterwards. I went to this party, man. I'm never gonna be the same. Hey doc, this is what happened. Vomit while you're trying to tell the person the story about the beer you drank that had stuff in it. Dude, I got a horror story. I'll tell you. You're gonna laugh your ass off when I tell you this. I have only told one or two people this shit. Uh, I was camping at Nelson's Ledges. Was working out there, and I had a tent that was permanently out there, and it's like a 3-room tent, dude. It was huge. I had a big ass cot in it, like I do now, with a mattress on it, and just left it there, and just roll up the mattress when I go to leave, and come back while I'm sitting there. And I had a jug I'd piss in, so I didn't have to go out there in the woods at night and shit. It was like, so I set that beside my bed. And I also was drinking a 2 liter of Sprite at the same fucking time throughout the night. I go to reach down in the morning time to take a big gulp. Dude, you already know what I'm getting ready to tell you. I fucking vomited, dude. Instantly vomited. Just a mouthful of piss. I was like, what the fuck? It's just spit it out, dude. And when I ran outside of my tent, just straight vomiting. It was the most terrible experience I had to probably ever go through the most disgustingest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. I don't care how rough I am. If I was out there in the woods and dying of thirst, I couldn't drink my piss. I just don't think I could. I would die of thirst. Dude's like, hey man, if you drink the pee, you'll survive. I'm like, yeah, dude, but I gotta live with the fact that I drank my piss. But I'd rather just die and not have that memory. Life is fucked up, bro. So many weird things has happened to me. But Monte Carlo, when I had that, there's another story I don't think I've told you or anybody else. I had a real nice SS Monte Carlo. I was living over by Myers Lake Plaza, and I had my vehicle parked, but it was parked on a sheet of ice. And dude, I had to go to work. And I'm sitting there trying to drive and get out of it. And my tires kept just spinning, digging itself into the ice more and more. So now I'm in like a little rut. Well, I put the bitch in neutral, and I'm pushing it and trying to rocket it just off the little spot where the tires are down, because I could get it, out of the driveway then. Well, it fucking drops in reverse, takes off with the fucking driver's side door open, and I try to run and get in between it so I can hop in it and just hit stop, and I realized that I looked behind me, dude, and it was a car coming up, and I was in between the door, and I knew if I hit that fucking car with my car smashed me like that, I was probably gonna fucking die. And I rolled out of the way, the fucking thing ran over my arm, smashes into this fucking car, bends my car door all the way to the front quarter panel, flat with the quarter panel. Keeps driving, does a circle, smashes into the same fucking car again, and then runs into a garage and just stops in a snowbank. I'm laying in the middle of all this shit, freaking the fuck out. And the car that my vehicle hit was a fucking sheriff. That dude's wife was a fucking bitch. Comes out screaming, what the fuck did you do to my car? Oh my fucking God. Not asking if I'm all right, dude. I just almost got killed. Watched my car doing circles in a fucking parking lot, taking out vehicles and shit. And I'm like just like fucking in shock. I remember the cop came. It was like, you're going to remember this forever because this is a Good Friday. Nothing good about it. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's the one I put my cat to sleep too, was on Good Friday. Man, that's just crazy. Watching my car do circles like that, I'll just never forget that. That was terrifying. I would, like I said, I would, if I think back and that thing would have bent my quarter panel all the way to the front, I would have been in between all that shit. And I'm pretty sure that would have fucked me up at least from the waist. It would have probably crushed me. It ran over my fucking arm. My arm was all fucking bruised up and shit. Guy was like, you're lucky you didn't have to go to the hospital because of a broken arm. It just happened so quick. My bad. Goddamn. I hear my nose just starts fucking running. The allergies. My allergies be bugging me. Alright, I think I'm gonna go off here and go start getting me some wood and shit. But I'll come back later. Probably go live around 9ish. Shit, I'll talk to you later, man. Hey, ain't thunder and lightning. Like, fuck that shit. The last time it was pretty. I didn't think it was gonna rain then. It definitely rained that night. It was a loud thunderstorm. I was scared. All right, I got to get back to work, yo. I'll probably talk at you later. Anybody come to my live? Thanks. I want to say appreciate the views, the likes. If you want to subscribe, it means a lot. I always try to reply to all my comments and shit. So, you guys watch my shit. I want to say thanks, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Love, peace, chicken grease, motherfuckers.